A new report from the British Columbia Real Estate Association suggests that home sales are going to drop by more than 8% this year in Greater Vancouver. So what is that going to mean for prices? Let's bring in Tyler Orton with business in Vancouver. And Tyler, you'd think that if home sales are going to drop, prices might drop a little bit as well, but I understand that's not going to be the case.
You're right. You'd think that, but a lot of it just comes down to the psychology on the markets here. I was speaking to Jason Turcotte, Vice President over at Cressy Development Group, and they says that the supply of homes is still quite low in the region, and that's keeping people from, getting too eager to sell off too quickly. Think about it. If people bought into this market when it was very, very hot, they're reluctant to give up their homes at below market value prices, at least at the value that they bought into it. So at this point, the BCREA that actually estimates that over this next year, despite that decline in sales that they're projecting for 2018, prices are actually going to go up 5.7% year over year. So the premium, it's still on the value, even as we have the low supply at this point. So I just would not expect a buyer's market to emerge, even as we see sales slow down in 2018.
All right. Now, I understand there's also an investigation going on with Postmedia and Torstar right now. What's that about?
Yeah, well, the Competition Bureau, it's an independent law enforcement agency here in Canada. They're searching the headquarters of these two media companies, and this follows a newspaper swap involving just over 40 publications that occurred last year. It drew a lot of criticism within the industry because a number of these newspapers, they're actually closed following this transaction. And there seemed to be a pattern of shutting down newspapers in community in which there was a competing publication. It is also interesting that both companies involved, they're saying that they're fully cooperating with the investigation and they don't believe they violated any of the Competition Act here in Canada. But the Competition Bureau, it has been criticized in the past for being rather toothless when it comes to these newspaper swaps. Think back to Sun Media when it got out of the English language newspaper game a few years back. And nothing really came out of it when they did not seem to abide by many of the terms that were laid out by the Competition Bureau. It looks as if they're being a lot more aggressive here. Time will tell, though, whether anything comes out of this investigation as well.
All right, Tyler Orton with business in Vancouver joining us on this Tuesday. Tyler, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.